It's time. It's time to get our mind right with the Mind on Greatness podcast. Let's get to it. Morning, y'all. You already know it is the big boss out, boss dog, K-Poke through the door. Here to touch this football, baby. You know what I'm saying? We're doing another special edition of NFL Quick Picks with some games that, we're going to check out, what's on our radar for Week 15. Now, the first game I'm going to talk about is you got the Bills versus Cowboys. It's a good game. You got the Bills who are 7-6. You got Dallas Cowboys 10-3. Dallas Cowboys on a winning streak. This is a good game right here. This is a good test, for the Cowboys and for the Bills. But the Bills have been very inconsistent this season. So the question is, can Josh Allen get that offense rolling? You know what I mean? Can they be able to capitalize and find matchups against that good Cowboys defense? I think that the Bills will be able to do that. And I got them winning 24-17. The next game that is very intriguing to me, it's a lot of good games this week. I got the Ravens versus the Jaguars. You got the Baltimore Ravens, who had an overtime thriller last week, was able to, basically get that win, you know what I mean? But, they got another test against the Jacksonville Jaguars. You got Jacksonville Jaguars who lost last week, and they're trying to regain that footing, and be the head honchos in the AFC South. So this is a must-win game for the Jacksonville Jaguars. But I think the Baltimore Ravens, the physicality of that team, they'll beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. I got the win at 31-17. Next, you got the Houston Texans versus Tennessee Titans. A very good game. I know people like the Titans are 5-8, but this is a must-win game for the Houston Texans. Now, granted, don't know who the starter quarterback will be. I saw a report that it's going to be Case Keenum. The thing that the Texans got to do in this game is play complementary football. The offense, they got to get the run game going offensively. They got to get Damian Pierce and Devin Singletary going. They got to be able to get Case Keenum out the pocket, so he can run or throw to his immediate routes, hot routes. They got to get him on the perimeter. I think that's where Case Keenum is most successful, when they roll in the pocket. This is a very tough game, but I think that the Texans will win. I got a low-scoring game. I think the Texans are going to win 13-10. It's a lot of good games today. A lot of good games today. I heard that Aaron Rodgers will be cleared. Don't know if he plays this week, So we doing this thing called Aaron Rodgers Watch. You know what I mean? It's very impressive to see Aaron Rodgers try to come back in the middle of the season, to try to help the Jets. I mean, I think the Jets are out of playoff contention now. They're 5-8, you know what I mean? But it's a very, interesting thing and amazing to see, Aaron Rodgers bounce back like that, and try to come back. Me personally, I wouldn't have him come back. You know what I mean? That's just my perspective. That's just how I look at it. But also I want to react to, the Saturday games. The Bengals do it again, man. What more can you say about the Cincinnati Bengals? Browner is doing a phenomenal job of orchestrating that offense and doing a great job of, getting the ball out of his hands. He had another 300-yard passing day with 2 touchdowns. He did throw an interception. You know what I mean? He got the ball. He put the ball in his playmaker's hands, and he was able to, make those plays when they needed to. The defense stepped up a little bit, and they was able to get themselves in position to get a game-winning field goal in overtime. So, big win for the Cincinnati Bengals. They stay relevant, my bad. And that AFC North, they're 8-6. So, and that AFC North is a tough division. And then you got the Colts, right? The Colts beat the Steelers 30-13. I don't know how the Colts are doing it, but they're doing it. That's what it is. The Colts are 8-6, and the AFC South. I think right now they're currently in the wild card. They're in the playoffs. Gardner Minshew had a great game, 18 for 28, 215, but pretty pedestrian game. They got the run game going. Trey Sermon, 17 carries, 88 yards, and then Zach Moss, for 13, and Tyler Goodson left for 69. I mean, the Colts, I don't know how they doing it, but they doing it. You know what I mean? This was a must-win game for both teams. The Steelers couldn't get the job done. Steelers fall to 7-7, and the Colts keep chugging, man. They keep shocking people this season, man, But great win for the Colts. Like I said, they're in the wild card. Then you got the Detroit Lions, who stepped up against the Denver Broncos. Won big, 42-17. Jared Goff had 5 touchdowns, man. He was 24 for 34, 278, 5 touchdowns. Jahmyr Gibbs had 11 carries for 100 yards. 34 is his longest run. David Montgomery, 17 for 85. So you see how they play complementary football. They were able to run the football, and Jared Goff was able to, find guys open because of the run game. So it was a great win by the Detroit Lions. The Broncos, Russell Wilson, 18 for 32, 223 yards and a touchdown. I mean, the Broncos are kind of reeling a little bit. They got to get back their footing. They was on that win streak ever since the Texans beat them. It kind of, got them off their game a little bit. So they have to come back and regroup and, find their footing. But great win by the Detroit Lions. They showed, they stepped up. You know what I mean? They stepped up. That's just what it is. And they show why they're one of the best teams in the NFL right now. Like I said before, this was my reaction to some of the games from yesterday. And then I did my quick picks. Y'all let me know what y'all think about my quick picks. Like I said before, I got Cowboys-Bills. I got the Bills winning. I think 24-17. I think that's what I said. And, I got the Texas Titans. I said 13-10. I think Texas will win. Ravens, Jaguars, I got them winning. I got the Ravens winning 31-17 with the Jags. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Boss gone.